Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to show you how you can make this cover up. I will show you how you can make it with your fingers instead of using the hook. It's very easy, as you could see. In the front it's shorter and in the back it's larger. I will show you the step by step. First I will give you the diagram and the material list, of course, and all the steps. Okay, so before we start, I invite all of you to subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to give me a like. But well, let's don't lose more time and let's start with this project. Okay, for this cover up we will need 400 grams of this yarn. It's in a medium size. Look at this. I'm going to use this combination and I'm going to use my fingers. If you don't want to use your fingers to crochet this cover, well, you can use your hook of number 12 and you can use it instead of the fingers. Well, if you want to use all the materials that I use in all my videos, here I will share all the information where you can buy them. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Well, first I will show you the diagram so it will be easier for you to follow this project. Well, as you could see, this is a rectangle. I divide this in two sizes, front and in the back. And remember that we are going to make this cover up using our fingers. If you don't want to use your finger as your hook, well, you can use the hook of number 12. And we will try to crochet a little bit tight, because if we crochet with our finger and we crochet loose, it will be so wide and big our project, and at the end it won't have the shape that we want. So first we will make 75 chains. These chains goes from one elbow to the other elbow, so this is in for me. So if you want to make it for yourself, well, you should measure from your elbow to the other elbow to have the exact measurement. But if you want to make it like me, well, you will make 75 chains. Are 115 centimeters. If you want also, you can make the samples with 10 chains with 10 rows to see exactly how many chains you will need to make, and also you can take this as a reference to see how many yarn you will need. And also it's important that if you crochet a little bit more loose, well, you have to take that into account, because probably you will need to make less rows, less chains. So take that into account, and once you are sure of how many chains you will need from one elbow to the other elbow, well, you are going to make the chains, your best chains, and then you will start making rows. I'm going to make as many rows as we need until I have 20 centimeters, and this will be the front. And this will go from my chest to my neck, and this part is the neck. So in my case, I'm going to make 20 centimeters from here to here, to the neck. If you want to make it a little bit longer, you won't make 20 centimeters. So before you close and make the neck, well, make sure that you have the centimeters that you want according to your height too. And once that you are sure of the rows that you have and the centimeters that you have, well, we are going to divide into the half. We are going to put a marker right there, and we are going to bind off 7 stitches from the half to the other side, also 7 stitches. So counting the stitch from the middle, we will have at the end 15 stitches. So that are the stitches that we are going to bind off, and then we will make from here to the other side 15 chains, and then we will continue with the rest of the row. So this will be our neck with 15 chains. So well, at the end of the row we are going to come back making the 75 stitches. Please, in each row count that you have the same number of stitches. If not, then we will need to fix it. So after this we will continue making as many rows as we need until it arrives to our knees. You will decide if it's under your knees or before your knees. Okay, it's up to you. So in my case I'm going to make as many rows as I need until it arrives to my knees, okay, with the same stitch and also having the same number of stitches. But well, now let's start. So we will start, and with the color that you choose to start, we are going to make the chains. If you haven't watched my previous videos where I teach you how to crochet with the fingers, well, I will make the first steps with you, and this is the way how we made the chains using our fingers. Okay, it's important that you need to know that you don't need to have long nails to make this. Okay, just using your finger you will make them, okay, and try to make all the chains the same. Try not to tie too much or not to lose too much, okay. And like this is how we are going to make the 75 chains that I need from one elbow to the other, but it's according to the size that you are making this project for, okay. If you are going to make it like me, well, you will make 75. Remember that for these 75 chains, I measured 115 centimeters from one elbow to the other. So you are going to measure, you will have your measurement, and according to that size, you are going to make the chains that you need. And please try not to tie too much and try to crochet all the chains the same. But well, like this is how we are going to crochet the 75 chains that I need. Okay, see you at the end. So well, now that we have the 75 chains, we are going to make one chain more like this, and now we are going to turn over. We are going to insert our hook in the next chain, always taking both parts of the chain right here in between these two threads, and we will make all the chains and all the single crochets the same, okay, always placing the finger right here, and we will make the same right in the next one. As you see, our thumb will lead us. Well, we will need to crochet and insert our finger next. Well, this thumb we will take the chain, and with the other thumb will lead us where we will have to go next. And this is how we are going to make the single crochet. Also, if you have 75 chains as a base chains, you will need to have at the end 75 single crochets. I suggest that you first crochet with your fingers and then try. If you don't want and for you it's difficult, well, now you can try to use your hook, but first try to use your fingers. You will see that it's a different experience and it's a complete therapy if you crochet with your fingers. It's an amazing exercise for your mind, for your body, so you will see and you will tell the difference. So for now, I'm going to continue making the single crochet row using my fingers, and remember to have and to count at the end 75. Well, at the end you will count the stitches like this. You see how the stitches, how the chains are, so we will count like this until we have 75. But well, for now let me continue making the single crochet row. So well, at the end of the row we will have something like this. I already count and I have the 75 stitches that I need to have, right? So well, at the end, turn around, we'll go up with one chain. Sorry. And then we will go continue right away. We will turn over and we are going to insert our hook, our finger right here. You see, taking both parts of the chain, and we already also have this part, so please don't confuse. Take the first two parts of the chain, and then we will continue like this for the rest of the row. Okay, please be careful and always take both parts of the chain in this stitch. Okay, I know that there are other stitches where you only take the back part of the chain. This is the rib stitch, right? But for now, in this for this project, we will take both parts of the chain, continue making the single crochets, and we are going to make the first 20 rows that we need for the front of our project. So each row we will count that we have the stitches that we need. Okay, if you made 75 stitches, well, you will need to have also each row 75 stitches, okay, or the stitches that you want. I mean, or the stitches that you made as base, okay. So well, for now let's continue like this for several rows more until we arrive to the neck and to the centimeters that we need to cover our chest. Do you remember that we made this diagram? Well, we are going to follow the diagram. We will need to have 20 centimeters from here to the neck, and then see you there to teach you how we are going to divide and how we are going to make the hole for the neck. So see you there. When I finish to make these 20 centimeters, I will count the rows to tell you how many rows I made, so you can take a reference and you can see more or less how many chains you will need according to the size that you are making this for. So look, this is the front part of my cover up. I finished to make the rows that I needed. I'm going to show you. I don't know why, but sometimes the light doesn't work very good, so it takes like a different color from the one I'm looking. So look, here I have the 20 centimeters, so this will be the front. So once that you are sure of the centimeters and the rows that you made for the front part of your cover up, well, we will fold in half like this. We will put a marker right here. So the half of 75 stitches will be 37 stitches. So we will match one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side. And we will count 37 to have the exact number on one side than in the other one, on the other side.
24, 25, 26, 27, vámonos así cogiendo bien derechito, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
35, 36 and 37. So this stitch will be the half of this part. So right here is where we are going to place the marker. Okay, this is if you have the same number of stitches that I have, right? But you will find the half of the stitches according to the number of stitches that you made. So well, from here to the other side, we are going to count 7 stitches. So 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in the number 8 stitch, it's where we are going to place the second marker. So right here, and we will make the same in the other side. So without counting this stitch, we are going to start counting in the next one 7, and in the 8th stitch right here is where we are going to put the other marker. So if you count from one marker to the other marker, at the end we will have 15 stitches counting the one that we have here in the middle. So in the next row we will leave these stitches like that in whole. We won't touch them because remember that we will leave this space open to make the neck. So when we arrive to this point, I will teach you what we will make next. So remember I told you that at the end I will count the rows that I made. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So well, for now we are going to continue with the next row and see you in the first marker to tell you how we are going to make it there, okay? So for now let's continue with the same stitch until here. So look, here I am. I'm going to also crochet this one, the one that it's in the marker. Let me take it. So we are going to make here the last stitch. So now from here we will make 15 chains. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So now look at this. Now that we have these 15 chains, we are going to take the chains and we are going to skip this marker and we are going to go right to the next marker right here, and we are going to continue with the rest of the row and making the same stitch that we were making. Remember the single crochet. So well, as you could see, this is where our neck will be. So we will leave this space opened, and now we are going to continue with the rest of the row, and also we are going to continue and see you here to teach you how we are going to crochet this part. Okay, here I will stop in this part because it's important. When you are about to finish your skein of yarn, well, you are going to join the new yarn like this, okay? You will leave long threads because like this it will be easier to hide the knot, but because it's very dangerous that we cut the threads right here, because with any move it will undo, and we probably with the time our project will be damaged, okay? So it's important that we leave the long threads and we hide them while we crochet. This is how I make it. Look at this. And I continue with the stitch. I just take them with the new thread like this, and this is how I hide them. Okay, for now let's continue with the rest of the row and see you to teach you how we are going to continue. Well, this is where we were supposed to meet, right? So now we are right here. I finished the part that I was making. So now here we are where we made the 15 chains, right? So basically we are going to continue making the same stitch, making the single crochet row in each chain. I mean the single crochet in each chain. Remember not to twist the chain, and we are going to take both parts of the chain too, like this. Okay, so this is how we are going to continue. This is how we are going to make all the 15 chains, and then we will continue with the rest of the row like we were making before. So from now we are going to leave this space open, remember, and also we will continue with the same stitch like we made in the first part, and then we are going to continue from the shoulder to our knees, making the same stitch. And please remember that while you are making the rows, try to count the number of stitches that you have. You must have the same. And also try to make the rows like we were making before, okay? If you crochet loose, we'll try to crochet loose the whole project, or if you crochet tie, we'll try to tie the whole project the same, okay? And also it's important that if you feel that you leave so open the neck, well, you can fix it with, you can leave less stitches in between, or if you need more spaces, well, you will leave more, okay? This is according to my size, and this is according to the project that I want, but you don't need to make the same like me, okay? As I told you, this is up to you, and I will just give you all the tools so you can make it like you want. Okay, so as you see, it measures 21 centimeters. Sorry, 23 centimeters. So this is the space of the neck. So I'm going to take notes in my diagram so you can have it as a reference and you can have this into account. So now let's continue to here to to my knees. So look, I already finished the rows that I needed, and I measured, and from the shoulders to my knees it measured 80 centimeters. And I made 45 rows. So if you want, you can make more or less rows according for the project that you want, according to your design. As you could see here, I already made a single crochet row here all around the neck, and I just put these pom-poms in the front part of my project. I won't put pom-poms in the back according to the design, it's just in front, and you can make the pom-poms using a piece of paper, an A4 paper like this one, and just with few spins around the paper, well, you will have your pom-pom like this, and we are just going to place them like this. What I made is that I place one, I count 4 spaces, then I put 1 and 4 spaces, and like this is how I put the pom-poms all only in front of my bride. Okay, now you can fold it, and if you want, you can sew this part, or you can make this trick using the threads of the pom-pom, and you just can make a knot here in this side, joining these two sides and leaving free the space of the arm. So you can make the same in the other side, or as I told you, you can sew in this part too. At the end, I just iron with plenty of steam the pom-poms. I didn't iron the rest of the project, just the pom-poms. And this is it. With these steps we finish. If you want, you can make it for your hook too, or you can make it using your needles. Remember that I gave you the diagram, so following the diagram you will know how to make it either using your hook or using the needles. But well, now let's see how it looks. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this project with me. I like to make these kind of projects that are easy, fast, and beautiful, right? I promise that if you make it, you will look amazing. It's something new, different, very comfortable, and it could go with any style. So if you crochet to sell, well, this is the perfect project to make. I'm sure that you will sell many of them and you can start your own business, right? But well, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and please, if you like this video, don't forget to share it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon. Bye!